Hello, welcome back. My channel. Just an update on what's going on. Really, not much has changed. I'm still in the nursing facility, and been going pretty rough after breaking my femur. Uh, but I do believe this is a fresh beginning, and I want this channel to uh, depict me resetting my goals and what I want to do. Uh, my ultimate goal has always been for probably a decade or so of obeying Matthew 28:19 at face value as much as I can, and thank God for the grace. Uh, I also like to take all of the teachings of Jesus at as much face value as possible because I do believe that there's nothing wrong with it. Um, Probably the biggest one that has weighed the heaviest on my mind is going into all the world and selling everything you've got. Those are two basic scriptures that I believe that most followers of Christ overlook. And I hope to be able to get farther. Uh, I've lived in a van for probably going on 3 decades now, off the top of my head. Full time, stationary between Toledo, Ohio, and Fayetteville, North Carolina. I've been counting the cost and trying to prepare, and had a pretty rough past 3 years, in where I was the primary caregiver of my brother for a short period. Um, and I watched him leave this world. Um, and the biggest thing that I got from that was forever changed shortly after I watched him go. I was feeding him his medication because he was struggling to breathe. Uh, and none of it worked. I don't know if he didn't get any of it or what, but I was trying to give him what he could take, of what I was supposed to give to him, and it didn't save him. After all that, I moved. I went back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I've been for over 2 decades, probably pretty close to uh, 2 decades and a half. Uh, I didn't share this before, but I have never ever, even before Christ, have I ever felt at home. And then when I got born again, I, I can't, I hate saying born again because it felt like as if I got born for the first time because I obeyed Acts 2:38, and 2:39 says that the promise is unto all them that are far off. And I take that for me too, because I believe that the teachings of Jesus are for me. And Acts is the Acts of the church, the first church is first church. Um, the first church was not like it is today. Um, I honestly believe that we have to go into all the world, whether it be personally or corporately. And I can see both ways being the truth. And that's pretty much what I believe the calling of all Christians are, or followers of Christ. I've been getting away from Christianity because I've always considered Christianity Christ-like, but I think the world has a different view of Christianity or Christian. And just to make it more simpler, I'm a follower of the teachings of Jesus. Um, and the first disciples after the crucifixion, they left. The Apostle Paul became a follower of Christ, and he wrote much of the New Testament. Um, probably, probably around half of it or more. And yeah, I love it. Um, I've never been able to get away from it. And anyway, back to the present day. After I broke my femur, or before I broke my femur, I had purchased a retired ambulance, and I've been fixing it up, and I almost got it ready. I'm a morbidly obese man. As a matter of fact, good news. I have been really struggling to do this keto diet again, and in 3 weeks, I lost 16 pounds. It's been a struggle, I'll be honest with you. But out of all the other diets I've ever done, and trust me, I've tried a lot of them, I didn't get anywhere close to this. And when I was on the keto diet before, I lost over 100 pounds. Um, Prior to that, I gained 100 pounds because of some steroids. And I just got off the steroids, lost all the weight right away within, I think it was a month and a half, and actually less than a month and a half. And then some, and I got off of it because it is still a struggle. Is it sustainable? I don't know. But if you lose a lot of weight, it doesn't have to be sustainable. You can go back and forth on it and go up and down, but mostly down. Um, Maybe it took a broken femur for me to really buckle down and lose this weight. I do have a tumor on my adrenal gland, and it is strongly suspected that that's the reason why I'm morbidly obese and have been all my life, almost all my life, really. I'm pretty much okay with being obese in the past, and if Jesus would take me now, I've led a full life, and I did it my way. My way was to do the best I could according to the teachings of Jesus. It's been a major progression, and I've grown a lot, and exponentially I have grown a lot um, since prior to losing my brother. Um, but uh, one thing that I'm learning is that I may have a pinched nerve. I've yet to get a full diagnosis, um, but I'm planning on trying to figure out when to go to the, oh man, I can't even think of his name right now, the bone doctor that did the surgery. Uh, and hopefully he can give me a full diagnosis. That way I know exactly where I'm standing, because it is extremely hard to weigh over 400 pounds and try to learn how to walk all over again after breaking the biggest and the heaviest bone in your body. When you're top heavy, balance is a major focus, especially after I broke my other knee on my other leg decades ago. once you break your knee, your life is never the same. You actually have to learn how to walk all over again a completely different way. And believe me, even walking on grass is nerve wracking because you don't know what's underneath the grass. And when you're morbidly obese, you have to have ideal balance. Anyway, get back to present day. I pretty much almost all I need is a little bit more repairs on my retired ambulance. I call him Bam Bam. I'll as soon as I get back, I'm hoping to clean it up and give you a tour of what's left. I don't even plan on getting it super decked out. It's already got a bed in it, and I left much of the cabinetry in it for storage. I plan on getting new storage, and basically what I'm doing is where the oxygen and all the most of the electrical stuff was hooked up right in front of the side barn doors is the biggest part of the open space, and I plan on using that for my kitchen. And I want it to fold down off of the wall onto a shelf, in where there's a little sink, and it'll drain, and then I'll use a just a portable burner. All you need is one burner, and you can pretty much cook anything you want. They even got camping ovens where you can put it on top of the burner, and it's a great oven. Um, so I have a dual burner in where I can burn propane, which is the most convenient. It's not the most cost effective, but it can also use propane. And I'll hopefully I can get a diesel heater pretty quick and put a diesel heater in there. And I have solar, and I have where the spare tire was. It was underneath the back of the ambulance, and I took the spare tire out and put a spare tire on the back door. That left all that space for my battery bank, and I can hook up all my batteries and maybe even have some more storage in there that I don't usually go to. But all I have to do is get the solar and the controller and everything hooked up to the existing electricity, and I'll be good to go. Um, for the most part. I do. My mechanic told me that I do need I think a steering box and one more pad. It's drivable now. It really is. It's pretty solid. Uh, since the fire department had it, they sold it. I bought it after. I believe it is the. I'll be the second owner of it after the fire department. So it's been well maintained. It's barely got over 100,000 miles on it, and it's what is known as a million-mile motor. In other words, there's a lot of them that have lasted a million miles. So it was a very good investment. I invested 3,500 in it, and once I get it fixed up, um, I'm probably going to try to sell it to get a bus, which would be the most ideal for me. Um, since I am overweight, and if I don't lose all my weight, then it still will be convenient to get in and out. Uh, and if I have a lift on it, that'll be even better because I won't have to worry about the stairs. And a lot of that's basically what I'll look for is a small bus, um, that maybe a wheelchair transport little bus type thing, and then it won't take much to convert it out. Uh, and if I sell Bam Bam for what my mechanic thinks I can sell it for, I can well over uh, make tons of money to be able to invest in it, in the bus, and that's my plans anyway. Um, wow, I'm already 15 minutes into it, over 15 minutes into this video. But anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. Um, so if you like my channel, please support me with hitting like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It's free. It's absolutely free. I'm not asking you for anything else. I want to let this grow, and then when I do get on the road, hopefully I can start showing scenery and nature and how I'm living. I want this to be a video diary, and my ultimate goal is, at least for a while, to put out at least one video every other day and to get the word out. So be my partner in my adventures. I personally don't care if you send me any money at all, because if anything, this will be a hobby and it'll be my diary. Uh, Hopefully it'll turn out to be a good legacy. And thanks for watching.